Hello, hello, welcome to my desk. My name is Lena, and for Halloween month, also Inktober, I have decided to pick a topic that I want to study and learn. And the topic that I picked was flavored by the fact that we are in October, which is like Halloween month. And I don't do a lot of Halloween stuff. Just don't really speak to me. But I would like to study a topic that I think I could use for a Halloween month thing. So I chose tarot cards. And it's because for me, tarot stands a little bit for the occult, you know. I think it could be like a gateway to something occultish. And it's because I know nothing about it. So I'm standing in front of a topic that I know nothing about, so I just began studying it. And I learned that tarot cards are divided into two decks. There is a Minor Arcana and a Major Arcana. And the Major Arcana rings out the big things in your life, like the big line work, big stuff, marriage, you know, like the big things that made you change either your personality or your direction in life. And the Minor Arcana is more like the day things that we struggle with, which can seem super big when we are standing in it, but the way we behave and act and choose to solve each issue can change our perspective. So it's important also to look at the day issues, like day drama and stuff like that. And I think it makes sense that this deck of cards was invented in the 15th century, where it was like a parlor game. Like you could compare it to like the way we are playing bridge today. People would gather and then lay tarot cards just for entertainment. So let me underline the word entertainment, because what I'm going to show to you how my approach to read up about this topic is entertainment. I choose this to be my Inktober project because I have illustrated all the illustration only using alcohol markers, and it has been such a learning curve. Each day I have colored in a page, and I've tried to blend with the alcohol markers, and just showing up to the desk every day doing the coloring using this art supply consistently. So I feel that I got to know my markers way more, which was also a hidden agenda for me, because I really think that I had a very shallow relationship to my alcohol markers. Like I didn't really grab for them, and I think it's because I found it difficult to blend with them. But showing up every day for 21 days has paid off. Now I feel less insecure about grabbing this as a coloring tool, so yay. But today is the 21st of October, and there are like 21 cards in the Major Arcana, and I have colored in the illustration on each one of them. So I can proudly say that I've kept up with my Inktober. I'm coloring in illustration made by Alexis E. Thomson, and she made a coloring book with the theme tarot cards. So now I'm just going to show you. It starts with the first one. The card's name is the Fool. And then we have the Magician. Really love the way the colors are in play here. There's a lot of colors. So what I learned from coloring in this is that I just like the presence of white in this spread here, so it doesn't look so confusing. This is the High Priestess. Red is my favorite color, so this was a treat to do these granite paradise apples. I don't know what the English words are for them. And this was the first time I had to color in facial features with my alcohol markers, which was super scary for me because we're talking about blending, right? So blending in the blush and the cheek, and oh, I really sort of did not want to do that. I was hoping to have a long period where I just had to color in animals or flowers before I got to the coloring in of people. But the way that the Major Arcana is built up, it starts with some court illustrations of people, so it was really scary. This one I feel is the most successful that I colored in with the skin tone. I really like this one here. And then this is the Emperor. I think he turned out pretty well too. I like the color combination in this one here, where I knew that I needed a dramatic color for the dragon. So yeah, I think it overall turned out good. This was my least favorite of all the people, you could say, persons that I needed to color in. The Hierophant, because I didn't like the facial feature of the person to begin with. So I think it was difficult to work with. Yeah. And then also the mask of the cardinal bird is black, and I didn't want it to show up like just a black spot. So I did try to lay in different shades of cool gray tones, but it all just melts together. So I think it was difficult. It's difficult to work with the black marker for areas, even though you would think like, oh, that must be like the simplest thing to do. It's just a black color. The Lovers. I really liked coloring in this. It was a sunny, beautiful day, and everything was just like sunshine through my windows, and the theme, the lovers, all the colors just came fluently, and some coloring sessions were just a joy, you know. So this, I got good memories of coloring in this. Even though that there are some blending here where you go from really pale color to more coated, and I used the colorless blender to do this area, and that was the first time that I grabbed the colorless blender. It was a little bit difficult to work with that. I don't really know how to use that tool. The Chariot is one of my favorite when it comes to the color scheme. There's something really likable about the pink, the gray, and the lavender tones with the golden hair. I mean, this is just, the color scheme of this is just very super likable. It's just, yeah, really likable. When it was finished, I looked back at it thinking, wow, you know, like, ooh, I really like that one. This one is Strength. And of course the colors were given because it's a tiger, but I was struggling so much with the paw area. I couldn't really find a matching color. So that's the only time where I felt that even though I have about 198 markers, I felt that I was missing some colors. The Hermit. Really like this one. I decided that the borders should be in fantasy pinkish tones, mostly because I was thinking about the final printout of this page here. But I really like the way it, there's a lot going on this page here, but it looks calmed down because of the collective color scheme coming from the same tone, base tone, you could say. So yeah, I was fearing this a little bit when I started it because I thought there were so many details. The Wheel of Fortune. I didn't like the illustration when I started this. There's something about the furless cat that I thought was strange. So when you don't like the illustration that you're going to color in, it's sort of yeah, it just, imagine if you dislike the illustration you're coloring in, you know. Happens the day after that too with the card Justice. I wanted the red color to be in the border because I had printed out other cards and I saw that the red was looking nice through the printer. But I think it's a little bit too dominant when I look at it like this. But overall, it's okay, it's okay. Here, the Hanged Man, I am very pleased that I chose to keep the flowers white, because it gives a very gentle look to the overall illustration. And I'm a little bit sad that in my print the peaches didn't come out with the peach color. They came out more reddish, but there is a color difference when you're printing out your artwork. It's not my artwork. It's illustrated by Alexis E, Thomson, but I'm just coloring it in. Death, yeah, now it becomes like really spooky to do these cards. I don't know if you have noticed, but up until now it has been like okay topics, and then suddenly you wake up one morning and you flip the page and the next card you have to color in got the title Death, and I was thinking, oh, that's gloomy. So it's getting a little bit gloomy, you know. Temperance, about patience. I really like the colors that I use for this one. I like the way the grapes turned out, and I like the way that I chose 2 different colors for the thing that they're pouring into this. They have to merge together. So yeah, it was fun. And this is the devil. Yeah, there is a card called the devil. And yeah, I think it's okay. It was like bats that I chose not to do black, but like this is black color, like, so you can see that I choose like a cool gray. I worked with that tone, and I think that was a good choice, so you still could see the sketch lines through the color. The tower, this one talks about something critical happening in your life, and it can bring with it a transformation. So for the flowers, I needed to pick a color that transitioned from one color to another to stress out the meaning of this card. And it was very difficult for me to do the blending. This is where my skills with alcohol markers really failed. Like where I really felt that, yep, I'm a newbie to this. I struggled a lot illustrating and painting in the illustrations of the flowers. I tried to use the alcohol blender. It wasn't really a good thing. I tried to squeeze the 2 tips from 2 markers together and color and see if it would like slowly blend from a dark to a bright. It didn't work. Yeah, I was really struggling with this one. The star came the day after, and I had spent so much energy on these flowers here that I almost felt like barfing looking at these flowers. Like, I cannot endure coloring in more flowers that has to transition from one color to another. So I just kept it very mellow, you know, like didn't really do any much color work, as you can see on the floral items. Just kept it like really, yeah, just the necessity. This is the moon, and white light coming from the moon, so that's why it's very sparingly. And it was also inspired by the front cover of the coloring book, where the illustrator has chosen not to color in her items. So I like this one. This is my favorite. My favorite, the sun. Look at this. So beautiful. Like a little bit Mary Engelbreit, you know. It's just such a beautiful illustration. And I really got lucky with the transition from making a blue background evaporate into a sky. So I struggled a little bit to create that illusion with the marker. Also the transition between the green field and the sky. So it was a little bit of a struggle not to just color block in the background in one mass tone, but to make it a little bit airy. Yeah, it probably won't show up on camera, but I was working with 2 markers, a super light blue and then a not so light blue, and putting down wet ink from the darkest of them, coming in with the almost transparent, trying to circle it out. So there's like a 2 marker work going on. I know it because I did it, but I don't think that most will notice, you know, the effect that I was trying to learn here with the blue color. Yeah. On this one, I tried to use like grisaille, a gray tone, to stress out the shading instead of taking a darker green. I don't really like that effect. It looks dull. But yeah, I had to try it out, you know. And then this card here is Judgment. I really like this. It was an illustration of Phoenix, so it's surrounded by flames. So blue and orange are complementary colors, so to make the flames stand out, I knew that I had to go to with like a blue toned color scheme for Phoenix the bird, or I could have chosen to make the whole bird flammable, like in a lot of other artist illustrations of Phoenix. They have chosen to illustrate the bird in flames, you know. But so I was in doubt when I started coloring in this what kind of colors I should choose. Yeah, but I love the dark red background and the patterns here. I really like the way it looks. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it got like a very velvet look to it. So yeah, I like it a lot. This is the last card, the world, and being from Scandinavia, knowing about Norse mythology. Of course, I'm thinking about Yggdrasil. You know, Yggdrasil is, you could say, like the tree of life in Nordic mythology. So I kind of like that the illustrator chose that to depict this illustration here of the tarot card, the world. So it was a joyful thing to color in. This was the last in the Major Arcana. And then my task, you could say, is to create my own home colored tarot deck. So I got a background that I chose from the coloring book to all the cards. And then I scale down this paper here that I colored in to 1/4 of the size and print out a card. And oh my god, this is where the fun is. Look, like this, what I got here represent the Major Arcana in my own colored in deck. And it looks so beautiful. Look at this. I mean, this is just stunning. Look at this, the star. Yeah, this is just so stunning. Even the details from the bat here is represented. Look how nice this card is. Like here you have it next to the original illustration. Look at how the foliage, look at how the roots of the trees are ending up looking. This is my favorite card. The sun, it is so cute. And the bumblebee is just, yeah, so nice and sweet when it's scaled down. And I like that the subtle colors that I used in the wings, when you print it out, gives it a transparent look. And the moon with that white energy, look how bright and white this card turns out. I really think that it enhances the message of this illustration. Look at this, how nice this is with the grapes and everything. And the people and the faces are, you know, I like the dragon. I like the look of the dragon. This is what I was talking about, how the peaches didn't come out peach color, but they came out with this magenta tone. But over and all, I think it lines up with the tone of the background and the bat, and also the back of the card. This is a little bit disappointing. It's not like orange, you know. So look at this card here. The chariot. I love this. Like the colors of it. Some artwork really looks cuter when it's scaled down and it goes for this spread here. This was the very first one I did. And the Magician is a very busy illustration, so it also looks busy in this card here. But I think it's not overwhelmingly busy because the colors are somewhat harmonious. So it's not like I chose crazy colors, like orange next to purple next to, you know, like I didn't go crazy. And this is the card where I think the color red is too dominant. But it's okay. Love this one here. Love, you know, the colors. It's just very likable. The Wheel of Fortune. I do feel that the wheel is in focus when you look at the card and not so much the cat. And I think it was a wise choice to push back the color of the cat so that it kind of disappears in the background, so your focus is on the wheel when you look at the small print like this. This is so cute. It will always bring back good memories because it was a nice day that I colored this in. I think the Death card got some depth in it that I really think is goes well with the theme Death, you know. And I like the way that the Raven got some. Oh, my light is so bad. I don't know what to do with my light. It's laminated cards, so I'm having issues showing it without glare from a lamp. But it's a black raven, that was I was talking about. And I did try with different colors to give him dimension, even though it's a black feathered fellow. Love the way that this prints out with the skin tones. And the eyes are not disappearing, being scaled down. I still feel it's detailed enough. Really like this one. This is a nice card. Also the same with the Empress. Lots going on in her neck and head area, but I think it looks less cluttery, less confusing. So I like it. This was a card where I thought that the illustration was hard to work with. So it's not my favorite card. I also had a faux pas here when I had to gild the edges. So I think I'm going to redo a print of this. But not today. But guys, I set out the goal that I definitely wanted to finish the Major Arcana illustrations for my Inktober. I accomplished that goal. I like what I see. I really think that it's the first time for me to scale down anything I work on and see it in, you could say, like miniature style. Look at the, you know, I had such issues with these flowers here. But on the printout, it actually looks okay. You know, it's a nice transition from the dark color into the bright center. So I'm content. I really am content. This is so nice. I like that the stack is not heavily thick, because I'm only like halfway through the deck. So I'm not gonna end up with like a humongous fat pile because it's laminated and I had to print out a front and a back, you know. So I'm surprised how slim a profile it still have when you think about it. It's actually 2 pieces of paper back to back and then lamination on top. This is a fun project. I'm gonna finish this project off until I have a full deck of tarot cards. And whether I'm gonna show it here on YouTube, I don't know. There haven't been much traction, like viewing interest from people following my uploads about my Inktober, so I kind of get the feedback that the people are not interested in watching this. So I might just work on this for myself behind the curtain, or what you can call it. But yeah, I just wanted to share this, and I've been sick while working on this project here, so I'm kind of surprised that I managed to drag myself out of bed every day and color in an illustration. And I think it's very giving to look at. Even though I was super sick, I still kept the promise to myself about being creative and then just do my best and showing up, coloring in. So yeah, creative things is also like a healing energy. So I think it did me good that I gave myself some hours during the day where I had to focus on coloring in these pages here. So it was overall a super nice Inktober. I think I'm gonna end the streaming here on YouTube about this Inktober, because I sort of accomplished what I set out to do for October month with the Inktober as a hashtag. So now I'm gonna work on the Minor Arcana for myself, and then over at Patreon I'm going to continue the topic, because I'm doing a lot more with the tarot card learning of it over at my Patreon, where I keep my own private journal about what I pick up of knowledge and what I learn about it and what I think about it and all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I wish you a super nice day. Bye bye.